He's a man who spent 3 decades helping others as a nurse. Now he's the one who needs constant care. Police say James Evans was struck by a vehicle fleeing from a Metro officer back in June. The crash left him paralyzed from the chest down.
6 months after surviving that crash, he now faces another hurdle, coming back to Nashville and to a completely different lifestyle. His friends reached out to call for action problem solver Carice Jackman when it looked like he might have trouble returning home.
Now, Carice spoke with him about his ordeal, the trials he's facing, and what resources are out there for those in other communities with disabilities.
It's a story you'll see only on News 4.
55-year-old James Evans never needed help sitting up until now.
Pick up that right hand.
Here at the Shepherd Center in Atlanta, he's getting the assistance he needs to maintain his balance. But with every movement, you see the frustration in his eyes.
Due to the fact that I have no balance from basically my chest down, I can't even sit up without somebody holding me up or supporting myself with both arms.
For 30 years, he dedicated his life to nursing in Nashville. For the last 6 years, he worked as a home health nurse.
I actually love it because you get to help patients and their families, and you get to see how that goes from A to Z.
It's what he was doing back in June when his life changed forever.
I was sitting on Jefferson Street in my car talking on the phone to my wife, and I don't remember any of it.
Evans says he was parked outside a patient's home on Jefferson Street when a car hit him, pushing him into a telephone pole. Authorities say the driver fled the scene and was eventually arrested.
Next thing I know, I woke up 3 weeks later, I found out, at Vanderbilt, and we were flying out the next day to come to Shepherd Center in Atlanta.
He now has to return home and adjust to a life in a wheelchair. Initially, his landlord was hesitant about making the home ADA accessible.
But she just recently told my wife that she would allow ramps to be put into the home. So hopefully that's going to happen very soon.
But are landlords required to do so? Brandon Brown, executive director of Empower Tennessee, helps people in Evans' situation. He says when it comes to apartment and businesses, yes, but not necessarily if you're renting a home.
The ADA actually does not cover such a situation like that, and it really is up to the landlord to make that kind of decision about the accommodations that he would provide.
As he continues his road to recovery, Evans is trying to come to terms with his new normal.
I'm in a bubble here. You know, I'm normal here at Shepherd. I'm normal right outside the community here. So I'm going to go home. I'm not normal in the community. And that's going to be the next hurdle.
And we wish James all the best. Such a sweet guy, Tom. Now, Empower Tennessee says in a situation like this, there are resources out there available to help him make his adjustment easier. We gave the organization his number, and of course, we'll continue to follow his journey as he prepares to return home to Tennessee after his rehab.
And a point of clarification, watching his story, James says he was talking on the phone in the car. He was actually parked at the time.
He was parked, and somebody came and rammed into him, fleeing from police.
We do wish him the best.
Absolutely.
Carice, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Tracy.